Hey folks, how's it going? This is Seagull here, back with another Sims info/thoughts video. So today I'm just going to go through some tweets from SimGurugram that do clarify some things about the fitness stuff pack. So let's start off with this tweet here. So in response to whether we're going to get another trailer for fitness stuff, SimGurugram said no. We are actually otherwise doing normal stuff pack marketing. They announced it early because the pack will be playable at EA Play, which is actually going on right now. So yeah, that actually was right, my speculation about them announcing it earlier than usual because of EA Play. And yeah, it definitely makes sense that they would do that, because even though The Sims wasn't like a prominent part of like the conference and all that stuff, they were still at FanFest, and I do remember them saying something about how you can like test the latest content for The Sims 4, something like that. I can't remember where I saw that, but it did kind of make it sound like there was something new for The Sims 4 that you could play there, not just it being related to Parenthood. So since we already got both the trailer and the blog for fitness stuff this past week, I don't think we'll hear too much this coming week, except for, I'm guessing there's going to be a live stream for the pack on the Friday, but other than that, yeah, there isn't really too much else to say, I don't think. It's a stuff pack. It's not like a game pack or an expansion pack where you can easily draw out the marketing campaign because there's lots of different content to talk about. One interesting thing SimGurugram said about the rock climbing treadmill is that there is a new hidden rock climbing skill attached to it, but it also does build your Sims fitness skill while they use it. That is a pretty interesting way of doing things, especially when you compare to how Bowling Night stuff had a full-on bowling skill instead of it being just a hidden skill like it had been in the past. But what they're doing with the rock climbing treadmill makes sense, I think, because I don't think every single thing needs to have its own skill. I mean, it does make sense to have something attached to it because there's the whole competitive aspect to it too, but I don't think we need a whole skill dedicated to rock climbing. So it does make sense that it builds fitness skill, but also has that hidden skill in the background, so that there is still some progression specifically with this rock climbing treadmill. And it turns out that the rock climbing treadmill can be deadly too, because there is a chance that your sim can get blasted by one of the fire jets and catch on fire because of it. And it's also worth noting that fire climbing is a separate mode on the wall entirely. So that's interesting. It's not exactly a new death as such. It's not like considered death by rock climbing or something like that. It's just another way of suffering death by fire. Sadly though, kids cannot use the rock climbing treadmill. Only teens and above. And while I'm not really surprised, because from the trailer I was getting the impression that this is a very adult-focused pack, it still is slightly disappointing to me that kids can't use this object, because, I mean, yeah, it's understandable you'd want to keep them away from the whole fire mode, but at least it would have been nice if they could have used, like, the normal endurance modes on it. It actually would have been a really nice way to build up their motor skill. It is nice that the kids can use the earbuds though, because I think it definitely wouldn't have made any sense to have left them out of that. So in the last video I was wondering if all Sims automatically have the earbuds or if you have to buy them. And it turns out the answer is the latter, because you can see here, SimGurugram does say that yes, the Sims can tune to any radio station with the earbuds, and you place them in your Sim's inventory and use them by clicking on them or on your Sim. I definitely approve of this for what I was talking about in the previous video about, like, say if you were doing a very themed setting that doesn't make sense for all Sims to have earbuds, like medieval times or something like that. But there's actually one other thing I didn't consider when I was talking about it before, that in The Sims 2, I recall Sims would use their MP3 players quite often. So that's another good thing that not all Sims automatically have it, because if that happens in The Sims 4 again, you could just drag it out of their inventory and you wouldn't have to worry about Sims constantly rocking out to music all the time. I think it won't be as bad because it is supposed to work with multitasking this time, though. It's also just more realistic that you have to buy the earbuds. And there was actually someone who commented on my previous info/thoughts videos saying that they would like to sell the earbuds in an electronics store that they have with Get to Work, and I think that's actually a fantastic idea. I may have to borrow that idea for myself too, because yeah, that's just a really cool idea, and I do have one electronics store in my game. And on a related note, there is no new radio station included with fitness stuff. It just works with the existing stations in the game, and I actually don't mind this because we already have some really good radio stations that are appropriate for working out, like electronic or alternative, or even the pop station if you want to listen to that while working out. So I think that's just fine. I don't think they really needed to go to the effort of making another radio station, because really, what would they do? Maybe like specifically a workout techno station or something like that, but nah, I think it's okay. I'm glad that we got the workout channel back. But speaking of the workout videos, SimGurugram did answer a question about those too, saying that they are performed with just a single sim, and they do follow along to the workout shown on the TV, no group classes. So that theory about the workout videos being filmed with The Sims 4 instead of The Sims 3 makes sense, because yeah, like if The Sims 3 does have different animations than The Sims 4, so yeah, even though it is a bit jarring that this one channel is filmed with The Sims 4, it does make sense from a gameplay standpoint. So that's all the tweets that I want to go through, but before I end this video, I actually did want to address one more thing, because I've been getting some questions about this render, specifically what the blonde guy is holding here. So what is that? Yeah, that's a good question. It is probably just a water bottle, or it could be a new energy drink as well, because there are energy drinks in the game, but from what I remember, we can only make those if our sim is in the energized emotion. Like, there's those protein shakes, but there isn't really anything, I don't think, that's readily available to all sims. So maybe there is one more very small, minor new gameplay thing. What I think it is it's probably like, you know how with get-togethers, cafes, you can order coffee for here or to go, and then if you order it to go, then there's kind of like those takeout cups that look different from what you normally get if you just drink coffee at home. Probably be like that, because we do have water in the game, but we don't specifically have like a water bottle that's really made for taking it around with you. So I think that could be it. It would really make sense, I think, with the fitness stuff now. You just like run on the treadmill holding a water bottle in one hand. Yeah, I can picture that happening. So hopefully that is the case. Hopefully soon we'll know the answer. I mean, yeah, like if you really wanted to, I guess you could have a sim grab a glass of water from the sink and then take it with them to the gym, but really, from a realistic standpoint, it doesn't work too well, because like if you were to do that in real life, there would be a good chance you'd like spill water everywhere because the glass wouldn't be closed. So it's definitely more sensible to have it in a water bottle. I mean, it is kind of like how with the sack lunches in Parenthood, it's like, okay, yeah, you can slip food into your Sims inventory and do it that way, but it's not really as realistic or even as interesting as just having the whole sack lunch feature there. And that wraps up another Sims info/thoughts video. So let me know what you think of the new info for fitness stuff in the comment section below. I definitely am looking forward to placing the rock climbing treadmill in gyms around my game. It may be hard to fit in some places, but I think for the most part I probably will place them outside. But yeah, we'll just have to see how that works. They'll probably show it off in the live stream to see like how it places inside. It probably will take 2 stories, I'm guessing. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see about that. I'll talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!